Hi, my name is Tanika. For the purpose of these videos, I'm going to call myself the introverted Christian. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I am married with one child who is itching to get into this video, but I told him that he cannot be in this video. So stay over there. I'm calling myself introverted Christian because a lot of people, myself included, are probably feeling a little bit church hurt. I learned this term from Facebook actually because I had posted something on Facebook a while ago about wanting to go to church but not going to church because of the people in church. I'm not going to say this is the black church or the white church or any other church, but just church in general. And, I thought about that saying, yeah, like people have been hurt by church. Like people grew up in the church. I grew up in the church. I know people have heard about preachers' children. So I'm a preacher's grandchild probably because my grandfather got his, I guess his ordination a little bit later in life, and by that time my father was out in the world doing what he wanted to do, so he had that influence that he probably had on me. And so I had to go to church every Sunday, sit on in the front with the mother's board, go to Bible study, Sunday school, all of the above. But then as an adult, I stopped going because it just wasn't the same. I had moved from Chicago to Michigan, and I guess growing up in the church, everybody knew who you were, and so you were accepted in the church. But then when you had to go and find your own church after so many times, it just wasn't as welcoming as as it should be. And so, if you're among other people who are supposed to be Christians too, you want to feel welcome, and then if you don't, you just don't want to go back anymore. And so, I am not a prophet, preacher, or anything like that. I mean, like I said, I don't even go to church, but so I still believe. And the closest I get to church is honestly is Greenleaf every week. I'm just kind of sad it went off though, but it is what it is. And I thought, like, who would want to watch a video about, me saying I'm church hurt? I mean, because I'm sure a lot of people can relate to being church hurt too. I'm sure I'm not the only one who would like to go to church but doesn't feel welcome at church. I went to a church here. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan now. And I went to a church here where, and it's not just this church that I've seen happen that before. It's several of them. Like you would go to church and then the pastor says, hug your neighbor. And, that's the most awkward thing in the world, especially when you sit next to a stranger. And then you being the visitor in the church, you know, nobody's talking to you. Then you see them running across the sanctuary to hug their friends. And I mean, what's the point of all that? It's not genuine. And if somebody does hug, it's like one or two people, and they're just like doing it just to, just because the pastor said it. They didn't say hello to you when you sat down next to them or make any interaction with you the whole time you've been there. But pastor says hug your neighbor, you got to hug your neighbor. But yeah, I mean it is what it is. But so I was just gonna just talk about little stuff. Again, like I said, I'm not a preacher, prophet, anything like that. All I know is it's a couple days after Thanksgiving, and on Thanksgiving night, I just kept having this, I don't know, feeling to, talk about it. I couldn't even sleep. And it's just because it's going through my mind. Just talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. And I am not a person who wants to be a spotlight or anything like that. That's why I'm calling myself an introvert, because it is the truth. I mean, quietest person in the room until you get to know me. Yeah, even still, after that, I'm not the loudest person in the room. But, so I'm going to give this a shot. And, if you like the video, comment. You can relate, comment, whatever. I'm going to, if you subscribe, like my 7-year-old says, subscribe, whatever. Talk about what you want to talk about, and I'll address it too, as best as I can. Again, I didn't go to divinity school, nothing like that. It's just my own experience as a PGK, preacher's grandchild. I mean, I'll look up Bible verses and see if we can learn from each other. Like, I mean, I know Matthew 18:20 says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am among them. And I can say, sometimes you sit in the church, you don't feel like he's there with you because it's just a, unwelcoming situation. I don't know, maybe that's just my thoughts. I just didn't feel enveloped, I don't know. And I've gone to the black church, white churches, all kind of them. And it's just all the same. Everybody just knows who they know. That's all they want to know. And I don't think that's the way it should be. I mean, I've tried, to do the online thing where I sit in front of my computer and watch somebody preach on Sunday morning. It just wasn't the same. It's not like I don't want to go. It's just like when you go there, you feel more alone than you did in the first place. I don't know. Just because, I think it should be welcoming because it's not your house. It's supposed to be God's house. He welcomed you in there, so you should welcome other people in there too. But that's just my thoughts. So I'm gonna just, see what I can do. So leave me some thoughts, comments, and we'll just, chit chat and have a good time and talk about it. And maybe, we won't feel so church hurt anymore. Maybe we don't have to be introverted Christians and get back in there and maybe people change. It's just sad, but it is what it is. So anyway, just go ahead and leave me some thoughts here, and we will go from there and see what happens. And hopefully, and I know I'm not the only one, so hopefully, we can help each other through this and get to the point where we don't have to be, or it doesn't have to be like this. Maybe somebody from church who hasn't made somebody feel welcome will see this and make that next person who has to stand up as a visitor feel a little bit welcome. And that's the worst thing in the world too, when the pastor say all the visitors stand up, and then everybody looking at you, and then you got to stand up and introduce yourself too. Oh my God! I hope they stop doing that, because that was annoying. Even when I was going to church regularly, I was embarrassed for the people who had to stand up. Supposedly tell us your church home. Suppose they didn't have one. Then you got more embarrassed because they don't have one. Like, come on, let's be a little bit more empathetic towards people. Just all the visitors out there, we're happy to have you here today. Don't make them stand up and draw attention to the fact that they are there and not a member of your church. I don't know, but that's just my thoughts. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to hold y'all and take too much time. Just go ahead and leave me a comment, subscribe, share, tell everybody else about it. I don't know what you do on YouTube because this is my first time. All right, talk to y'all later.